Hello, dear friends. Welcome back to Elder Insight, where we walk together through the quiet, powerful truths of aging well, gently, one step at a time. Today, we're talking about something many of you likely already have in your spice rack, or perhaps in your morning routine. Turmeric, that deep golden powder. Earthy, rich, and full of promise. Turmeric has been praised in every corner of the world, from the kitchens of India to the pages of scientific journals for its anti-inflammatory powers and its role in supporting aging joints, memory, and even the heart. But here's something we don't talk about enough, especially in our golden years. Even a good thing can backfire when it meets the wrong partner on our plate. Yes, turmeric is powerful. But when it's mixed with certain common foods, especially in seniors, it may not work the way we hope and can even lead to discomfort or blocked benefits. Let me tell you about Irene, 71, who began taking turmeric capsules every morning after breakfast. She hoped it would help ease the stiffness in her knees, which crept in slowly over the years like an old friend that forgot when to leave. For a while, she felt hopeful, but weeks passed and she felt nothing. The stiffness remained. In fact, she began feeling a bit more bloated after breakfast, something she hadn't expected. She asked herself, "Am I doing something wrong?" It turns out, Irene was combining turmeric with something many of us enjoy in the morning without a second thought. Something that was quietly dulling turmeric's benefits. We'll get into what that was in just a moment. But here's the truth. As we age, our digestion slows, our liver processes change, and our body becomes more sensitive, not just to what we eat, but to how things interact with each other. Turmeric, as healing as it can be, is not immune to those shifts. That's why today's topic is so important, because you deserve to get the most out of every small effort you make toward your health. And understanding these simple food interactions can help you do just that. So, let's explore what not to mix with turmeric, especially after 60, so you can use it wisely and keep your wellness journey moving in the right direction. Let's go back to Irene, the lovely woman we just met. What she was doing, quite innocently, was adding turmeric to her warm milk every morning. A tradition in many cultures, often called golden milk. But here's the catch. Dairy, especially milk, can interfere with how turmeric is absorbed in your body. Turmeric needs a little help to get into your bloodstream. That help usually comes in the form of fat and something called piperine, a compound found in black pepper. When turmeric is combined with black pepper and healthy fats like olive oil or coconut milk, your body is far more likely to absorb its active ingredient, curcumin. But traditional cow's milk contains casein, a protein that may actually bind to curcumin and block its absorption. So instead of turmeric flowing through your system to calm inflammation and ease stiffness, it might just pass through without ever doing its job. That was Irene's case. After switching her golden milk to a blend of almond milk, turmeric, a pinch of black pepper, and a few drops of coconut oil, she finally began feeling that soothing relief in her knees. Her morning routine didn't have to change, just the ingredients. If you love your morning golden milk, try it with plant-based alternatives. Almond, oat, or coconut milk work beautifully, and when paired with a dash of healthy fat and pepper, they create a powerful combination your body will thank you for. This one small change can mean the difference between wasting turmeric's gifts and truly welcoming them into your life. So remember, After 60, it's not just what you eat that matters, it's how you combine it. Next, let's talk about a common guest on our plates, one we often don't even notice: sugar. Turmeric is anti-inflammatory. It helps the body calm the quiet fires that lead to joint pain, foggy memory, and heart trouble. But sugar does the exact opposite. Let's meet Paul, 68, who started sprinkling turmeric into his morning oatmeal with a spoonful of honey and a touch of cinnamon. It tasted wonderful, a comforting way to start the day. But Paul noticed something odd. His blood sugar was still spiking, and his energy dipped by noon. He'd hoped the turmeric would help with his pre-diabetes and achy wrists, but the results weren't showing. What Paul didn't realize was that his sweet breakfast was quietly undoing turmeric's effects. Research shows that excess sugar creates a pro-inflammatory environment in the body. So even though Paul was adding something anti-inflammatory, he was combining it with a food that stirs up inflammation. The body doesn't know which signal to follow. For those of us over 60, where chronic inflammation is already more common, this tug of war inside the body becomes even more important to resolve. Paul made a gentle switch. Instead of sweetening his oatmeal with honey, he added slices of banana and a sprinkle of chopped walnuts, both naturally sweet and rich in fiber and healthy fats. Turmeric blended beautifully into this new combination, and he began to notice his wrists felt looser and he didn't crash by midday. You don't need to remove all sweetness from life, but be mindful when using turmeric. Pairing it with too much sugar is like trying to walk forward while someone pulls you back. Choose gentle, natural pairings. Your body will feel the difference. Let's look at a lesser-known interaction, one that surprises many people: turmeric and iron. Turmeric, while being incredibly rich in antioxidants, also has a property that may interfere with iron absorption. This matters because as we age, especially women after menopause, iron levels can shift. Some people struggle with low iron, leading to fatigue, brain fog, and even restless legs. Enter Alice, 73, a vibrant retired teacher who began using turmeric daily after reading about its brain benefits. She also took an iron supplement after her doctor found her ferritin levels were low. But month after month, her iron levels barely moved. What Alice didn't realize is that turmeric, when taken too close to iron supplements or iron-rich meals, might bind with the mineral and block the body from using it effectively. Alice was taking her turmeric lot right before her iron pill. Once she shifted her turmeric to lunch and iron supplement to bedtime, her next blood test showed real improvement. The brain fog lifted, and she said it felt like her spark came back. This doesn't mean turmeric is bad for iron. It means timing matters. If you take iron supplements or are watching your levels, try spacing turmeric at least 2 to 3 hours away from iron-rich meals or pills. In doing so, you give both the spice and the mineral a fair chance to support your well-being. As we grow older, every choice we make becomes more personal. What works wonders for one person might not sit right with another. And this applies to turmeric too. Let's meet Janet, 76, who loves turmeric tea in the afternoon. But she noticed that on days she added turmeric to her lunch and dinner, she felt slightly nauseous and bloated. It wasn't the spice itself, but the quantity and timing. Turmeric is powerful, but like any natural compound, it works best in moderation. More doesn't always mean better. Some experts recommend no more than 500 to 1,000 milligrams of curcumin per day, unless otherwise advised by a healthcare professional. Janet cut back to just one serving per day, always paired with food and a little healthy fat. Her digestive troubles faded, and she felt calmer, more in tune with her body. This is your reminder, dear listener, to listen to your own rhythm. Just because turmeric is natural doesn't mean it's without effect. Feel free to explore it, but give your body space to speak up. Take notes. Notice how you feel. If something feels off, it's not a failure, it's information. That's wisdom. That's how we age well. So there you have it, friends. Turmeric is a gift from nature, a golden thread that runs through centuries of healing. But even the most ancient wisdom needs to be adapted to the bodies we live in today. After 60, our bodies become more refined, more intuitive, and yes, more sensitive. What helps one person may need adjusting for another. So as you continue to explore natural health and mindful aging, remember that how you combine your foods, the timing of your routines, and the awareness of your own rhythms can make all the difference. I invite you to experiment gently. Try switching dairy for plant milk. Tame the sugar. Separate your turmeric from your iron supplements. And most of all, listen to your body. Because at this stage in life, it knows. Thank you for spending this time with us at Elder Insight. If this video helped you, please share it with a friend who might also be using turmeric or thinking about it. Let's age wisely together. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments. How do you take turmeric and what changes have you noticed? Until next time, take good care.